Hi guys, it's Kim, and today's video is really exciting because we are getting ready for graduation. So if you're like me and you're graduating, huge congrats to you. This is a wonderful, huge, amazing milestone, and I know that you are filled with lots of things inside: fear, happiness, excitement, worrying about the future, but nonetheless, stay in the moment and enjoy this. It's a huge celebration for you, and you made it. So this video is just going to be me doing my makeup for my graduation, and if you want to see how I got this look, which is just like a very simple dewy look, then just keep on watching. And as always, if you have not, please hit that subscribe button below, and if there's anything that you see in this video that you like, please go ahead, like and comment. Let's interact in the comment section. Let's get into the makeup. Currently 8:24. I have to leave here at 9:40, and I still want to have enough time to like fix up my hair. I did it earlier, but I'm sure I'm gonna need to like retouch it. So let's just try to jump right into the makeup. I'm gonna be moving a little fast. I'm also trying a new setup today. I'm using a different tripod, and it is a bit tall even on its shortest setting. So coffee's a must. Also, my not my ring light, but my little Alex Earl light, I was charging it and I like tripped over something, and then it basically broke because I'm clumsy. So usually I have this on my camera and it gives like a little bit more light, but I don't think it really does a huge big difference. So okay, so I already did my skincare. I just had these eye patches on all morning. These are the Dew eye patches. They're a reusable eye mask and they're so amazing. I love this brand. You can use it with any like eye product that you have, and then you just wash them, which I will do later. Put them in this little case. Bada bing, bada boom. And as you can see, it leaves your under eyes looking so amazing, which I need. Okay. First things first, I'm going to start with primer. Today I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Invisible UV Flawless Primer. This one has SPF 50 in it, which I'm going to need because I'm going to be outside all day today. I'm going to have lunch with my two best friends and my husband after. So we need to protect the skin. I also used this primer for my wedding last year in July, and I got married in St. Vincent, and it was like 92 degrees, and it was an outdoor wedding. So this stuff really works. You see, it gives you that perfect base. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because honestly I'm rushing, but I'm gonna show you guys kind of like what I like to use. So I go in with the ABH. This is the Brow Freeze. I do that first, and then I use a little bit of powder. This is the ABH, the Brow Powder Duo. I've had this for like so long. And then right in the front of my brow, I use this Milani, like this little brow felt tip. It has like leaves like little streak marks. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back. You guys, just really quick, how I like to apply the ABH Brow Freeze. You basically have to brush it backwards into your brows first. Oh no, a clump. Get out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing here, Ariana? Okay, you brush it backwards first, and then you go in and then brush it up. This takes a while because my brows are hella thick, and so I usually have to like brush them for a good minute before they're exactly how I like. But this is basically what I do, and then I shape them and then I fill it in with the powder. The brows are set, the primer is set. I'm gonna go in with the foundation. This is the Haus Labs foundation, and this is in the color 145 Light Cool. I'm also gonna mix this a little bit with the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops, just because I feel like it's like a little too cool for my skin. I want like a little bit of a bronzy glow. I'm gonna just do one drop, and I'm just gonna mix it on my hand instead of my little dish because honestly I'm moving at the speed of light right now and I don't have time for this. Okay. So I did about like 1.5 drops, and then I'm just gonna mix it on the palm. I really like this foundation because it looks like skin but gives you like a good enough coverage. But you know what I forgot to do before I did this? I forgot to put concealer on my little acne spots. So I'm gonna go ahead and gonna do that really quick. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna use a little bit of this NARS to cover my acne spots, but I also found brush sets on Amazon that were pretty cheap. They were like, I think like $12, $13, and I've been using them for the last couple of weeks, well, the last week, and I just love the way they work. I feel like they feel like quality brushes. So I'm gonna link that in the comments below if you guys want to check it out. I'm really excited to be sharing this moment with you guys, the getting ready moment, because it is a milestone in my life. I started grad school when I was actually working at La Mer, and I applied when I was at La Mer, and I got in probably like a couple months after I applied. And I remember feeling like, damn, I'm not gonna get in. I got my master's in media studies at the New School, and before that I studied at the University at Albany, and I studied like psych and sociology. I really wanted to work in mental health, and did have a job in mental health. I would love to talk about that with you guys too at some point, but I really loved media. I've always loved TV, like movies. I obviously love social media and just like the digital space. And I felt like, you know, I didn't have a bachelor's in anything of that sort, and I was like, you know, this is like my time to kind of do the thing that I really want to do and just learn about the things that I'm passionate about. And it was the best decision I've ever made. I learned so much at this school. I took screenwriting classes, I took Photoshop classes, Illustrator classes, I took classes on the impact of television, TV, and media. I took classes about like media being the remix of everything. So like, you know, everything from music to TVs to even like audios on TikTok, everything being a remix. And it was just such a beautiful, like, I feel like I learned so much, and I learned all the things I wanted to learn. I'm just taking that foundation and pressing it into skin and pressing it into this skin. This is like one of the brushes that I got from the Amazon kit. Look how awesome that looks. Anyway, so I would love to talk more about like my degree and attending the New School. I did everything online, which at first I thought was going to really like hinder my experience. And it even feels weird going to graduation today because I'm sure I'm gonna see people from my class, but a lot of the people in my classes were like in different countries and like out of state. So I wonder if I'm going to see anyone, but it's not like your bachelor's where you go to school with the same people and, you know, you kind of make friends. And, you know, when you're going for graduation or even in high school, it's like, you know, everyone at your graduation. I feel like I'm gonna be like, I don't know anyone, but nonetheless, I am excited. But yeah, if you guys want to know more about like the classes I took, about my experience at the New School, let me know. I would love to make an entire video about that because it really was just an awesome experience, and the teachers there are so passionate about what they do, and they all have like such really cool careers and have had such like life-changing careers, and it's just really awesome to even have learned from some of the people that I learned from. Okay, so the foundation is set. I'm just gonna pat this in for like another minute or so. And look at the skin, guys. She's glowing. I love it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pack this in, and then I'm gonna go in with my contour. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go in with my concealer next. I am gonna use a little bit of concealer after to clean up, but I'm gonna use, this is the NARS concealer, and this is in the color medium 1 custard. Just gonna line the eyes a little bit. This color is like the one that's closest to my skin color, so I'm gonna use a lighter concealer after I've done like my contour and my blush to like lighten up and clean up any. I got this one little pimple that won't go away. It's currently 8:41, so I'm doing okay on time. I do need to move a little bit faster, but it's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna use that same concealer brush that I used, if I could find it. What the heck? Oh my god, I don't have time to lose things. Okay, it's literally right in front of my face. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that out. I really like this type of concealer brush. It's like fluffy And I don't know if you guys watched my summer, spring get ready with me. I talked about not using beauty blenders on my skin anymore, and guys, I haven't used a beauty blender for like the past month, and I have to say that like the breakouts, especially around my T-zone, they have really like gone down. I'm also using some other skin products, and I'm gonna do a skincare video soon, but I honestly think that unless you're using like a new beauty blender every time, I do think that they can attribute to some acne, because you know, water carries microbes, and if they're sitting in the sponge, I mean, now it makes a lot of sense to me, especially if you have sensitive skin. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who use it every day and there's nothing that happens to them, but I feel like for my skin, personally for me, I have seen a difference. Okay, so that concealer is blended in. I feel like my skin looks better now. The bags are gone. Now I'm gonna go in with my contour. So I did a first impression review of this Dibs Desert Duo on my TikTok. I wanted to use it today, but honestly, I think because I need something just like, I need to go with a try and true, I'm gonna go with my Makeup by Mario contour stick in the color light medium. But I do really like that dipstick. I used it yesterday when I went to go do my hair, and the skin, everything was giving the whole day, so I really liked it. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of contour. I'm using the side of the stick to give me like that precise situation. And then down the nose, I'm not going to use this just because I don't know, I feel like I can mess that up. I'm gonna take a little bit of this like flat brush. Again, this is from the set that I got on Amazon. I'm gonna take a little bit and then just start from my eyebrow and go down the nose. And the other side, I'm gonna try to like snatch it very, I don't know, like naturally. But this way, I feel like, even though it does take a little bit longer, obviously, than just using the stick on your face, I feel like it gives you a more precise situation, and it's so much easier to blend out when you're ready to do so. Okay. And do a little bit under my lip. Okay. We love her. Now I'm gonna blend out. I'm looking for a brush. Hold on. I'm gonna use this like fluffy little brush. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Blending Brush. Ooh. I'm gonna spray a little bit of this Morphe setting mist on top of the brush, a little bit, and lightly over the skin. Okay, and let's blend her out. Oh, of course the hair is gonna get in it. And I'm tapping and also like pulling up, as you guys can see, because I want to keep the contour like above my cheek here, the hollow of my cheek. Okay, she blends out beautifully. And I feel like with contour, I started actually doing less and then building it up with powder if I need more of a bronzed look, because I've noticed that on my skin particularly, when I use a little bit too much cream product in the beginning, it starts to look a little muddy after. We don't want to look like a mud queen. Okay, so that is blended in. Okay, and now I'm actually going to take the Patrick Ta contour. I'm going to use this like shade, and I'm going to just place it back here. I really love this because I just love how it sits on the skin. I am aware that you can use the powder first and then put the cream on top, but I don't know, something about that feels wrong to me. I am going to use a little bit of the cream on top of my powders at the end, but I think like building up my base, I like to do it this way. Okay, I like that. Oh my goodness, the hair is everywhere. Okay. All right, she's looking good. I'm gonna blend out the nose. I'm gonna use that same little one and just blend her downward. It's actually blending nicely into the foundation that I have on my nose as well. And I'm going to clean this up obviously when I do the lighter concealer phase. So don't worry if it doesn't look exactly how you want it to look yet. I feel like makeup is such a trust the process situation. You really do have to trust the process. Okay. Now this looks okay. I know I have to clean it up, but do a little eye situation before I go into the blush and the rest of the makeup. So I am going to take this Bobbi Brown, it's like this long wear cream shadow stick, and this is in the color Truffle. And I'm just going to kind of like loosely put this all over my eyelid, focusing really in the corner of my eye. And then just like dab it out with my finger. And I really like this because, again, super easy to use. Just gives you a little shimmer. And then I'm going to use a little like contour bronzer shade. A bronzer shade. And add a little depth to the eye. Okay. Again, the stick is so easy to use and blends out like a dream. I also have another color, but I'm gonna stick to just that one today. I'm gonna take like a fluffy brush, and I'm using this Fenty Sunstalker palette, which has like every single bronzer shade that you can think of. I'm gonna use this lighter shade here, and that is in the color India Sun. And I'm just gonna set that over the entire lid. Get a little bit in the crease, and then I'm gonna go in with like this shade and a different brush, and then just add a little bit of depth to the crease. I'm not really like a huge eyeshadow girly, but I know how to do something simple, and that's kind of what I'm going for today. My dress is like multicolored, and I'm wearing these like really cute like orangey bronzed heels. So I'm trying to have the makeup match that a little bit, but not too much. Okay. I feel like that added a little bit of depth. And then I'm gonna take this like golden shade, and that's in the color Gold Card. And I'm gonna sweep that over my lid. I think I just might use my finger. Yeah, I'm using the finger. Okay, I'm gonna take about that much. Look at it, it's so pretty. And then just put that right on the lid. I feel like this is gonna look so good with the dress and also with my heels, but like not doing too much. I also have to go wake my husband up at some point so that he can get dressed. I literally woke up at like 6 o'clock and I was like unable to go back to sleep because I had so much anxiety about getting dressed. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to oversleep. Just so crazy. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that same color I used before and just like diffuse that into the eyes. Okay, and that's the eye look. All right, now we're gonna move on to blush. I'm using the Makeup by Mario blush stick in the color Pale Petal, which is like my ultimate favorite blush. Today's the day of favorites, so I'm just gonna take a brush. This is another brush from that set, and I'm going to sweep it all over the brush and kind of make sure that it's evenly spread. I'm gonna tap a little bit onto my skin, and now I'm just gonna go in, not the apples of my cheek, but up here. Again, I'm like a high blush girly. I love a blush that is up here and just like lifts the skin and the face. Do a little bit onto the eye. Okay. Again, dropping everything I own. A little bit more. Make sure it's even. Tap, tap, tap. The other cheek. Okay. And then a little bit on the nose. A little bit on the forehead. Okay. She's looking good. She's looking good. I don't know what these accents are. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. Please do not hate me. I was talking to my boyfriend, thank God he didn't hear that, my husband the other day, and I was telling him that I always do this like British accent, and now it's happening that it's coming out even when I don't want it. So like we were at the gym the other day, and he like asked me a question about like if I wanted to do something more on a machine. And I was like, no, not really. But like, I didn't even realize that I said that. And he looked at me like, did you really just do that in the gym? So, I don't really know what to say about that, but am I British? Maybe, who knows? Okay, now I'm going to try to set everything with the powder, but before I do that, I'm gonna highlight the eyes like I mentioned. So I'm using the Hourglass Airbrush Concealer, and this is in the color Silk, and I have a mini one of this. Honestly, I love buying mini concealers. They're so easy to travel with, and I feel like I don't really use so much concealer. Like now that I have all the minis, like I have this Tarte mini one too, I feel like I travel with these more than I do the other ones, like the larger size. So is that a brilliant idea? Maybe. I'm just gonna take that and blend this out. I'm focusing just in this part of my eye, and I'm gonna take what's left over and do down the bridge of my nose very lightly, and then just right on the tip of my nose. And again, doing everything with a really light hand, so that I don't move the makeup around. And then I'm just going to tap, look up and tap, get it all in the creases. And actually like this, I'm gonna use this a little bit to clean up here. So it gives you that, like, you know, awake situation, which I really like, which I really need. Now I'm gonna set everything with powder. I'm using the Haus Labs, their Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. One of my favorite powders. I also find that this little thing that they have here is unique because you have to just press into that to get the powder. Like you kind of tip it over and press it, which helps it kind of come out on the pad a little bit softer. I had to burp, sorry. Now I'm just gonna look up and tap that right into the under eye. Again, I want like a nice bright under eye today. So, focusing really there. I'm gonna do the other side. It's 8:55. Oh my god, where did the time go? Okay. The other eye. I'm gonna do the nose, the chin, and then right under here. And instead of bringing it all the way down, I'm just gonna bring it right here. Like, I kind of like curve it here. I've noticed that that kind of works a little bit better on my skin. And I don't want to do too much down there. A little bit on the tip of the nose. I saw Patrick Ta do this on Alex Earl, and I was like, that is genius. Well, all of that is setting. I'm going to set the rest of the powder on my face. So I'm now going in with the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Protector in the color Light Medium by Makeup by Mario. I really love this. I feel like it just gives your skin that like effortless glow, but I'm only going to focus on using these colors. And I'm just going to sweep it. Literally dropping everything. Just going to sweep it over the bronzer, over my forehead, on the chin, neck. I feel like it just gives life back to the skin. I'm gonna sweep off the excess on my nose using that. Okay. I'm really, really loving this foundation. Literally, it's one of the best foundations ever. Like, look how skin-like my skin looks. Skin-like my skin. You know what I'm trying to say. It looks great. Okay. Using that to like wipe away the rest. And then I'm gonna use this fluffy Real Techniques brush to wipe away my under eyes. And I'm like wiping, but also like patting in. Okay, now when all of that is looking good, I'm now gonna go in and set everything with blush. So I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta blush, and I'm gonna use the cream blush, not the powder, and just see how that works over everything. Just a little bit. This stuff scares me because it's so pigmented, so I feel like if you don't tap it out first, it can like look a little blotchy. So I picked up some on the brush. I'm just gonna go over wherever I placed my blush earlier. Okay. Yeah, she's giving the skin some life. Okay. I'm really liking this, guys. I am going to go put on my mascara, and I think I'm going to do a little bit of white under eye to brighten up the eye, just keep the eye bright. Oh, makes my eye water. Okay, and then I'm going to use my mascara, my tried and true Telescopic by L'Oreal. This is my favorite mascara in the world. And I kind of do this like jiggle motion at the tip so that it creates like a little black liner underneath that part of your eye, and then I go through and pull it through the rest of the lashes. Okay, the mascara is done. I think I'm going to take a little bit of these like darker shades here and do a little bit under my waterline. I'm just going to mix the last two shades, which is Cocoa Naughty and Thick Mint. It's a vibe. And then just lightly do my waterline. I think it's going to add a little depth to the eye and make the brown eyes pop a little bit. Alright, for lips I'm going to use the one and only, the Rare Beauty Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the color Gifted. Just going to lightly line the lip. This is the Rare Beauty lipstick, and this is in the color Lively. She's cute. Again, she's like a pinky coral situation. And I think it looks so good with the brown liner. Please enjoy the ambience of Queen's Village. Oh, there's one more for you. Okay. So this is the lip. I love this. It's exactly kind of the orangey I was looking for. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit of shine with the Rare Beauty lip oil, and this is in the color Delight. Just right on top of that. I'm gonna set my skin with this Morphe setting spray at first, just to give everything a nice dewy situation. Okay, and then as that dries, oh, literally almost knocked my light down. Okay, oh, some of it got in my hair. So as that dried down, as you see, it gives the skin a little bit of, you know, back. I actually think I need a little bit more blush or something. I don't know. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Patrick Ta, just right over that very lightly. She says as she whispers. Okay. Oh, move hair. Okay. Okay, I like her. It's giving me life. And then, now that that has settled in, I'm going to go in with the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray, because I need to seal the deal. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to hold this away. Literally. Okay, but look how that literally just sealed everything together. You better not move. Okay, so this is the final look, guys. I have to go. It's currently 9:07. I want to go fix my hair, put on my gown and my dress. And if you guys want to see the outfit, what I wore for graduation, by the time this uploads, everything will be on Instagram. So if you want to see, head over to my Instagram. But this is the graduation makeup look. If you are graduating and you want a simple but cute, you know, dewy, fresh-faced makeup look, then I hope this helps. And if you are graduating, or if you know someone who's graduating, it's such a huge milestone, and I wish all the best for you and all your future endeavors. And I hope that this video helped you in some way. And yeah, I gotta go because I'm gonna be late. But as always, thank you for watching.
On our way.
Bye, smile.